Coming up, how 2 coins worth less than a single penny became the most significant offering in history, and what it means for you today. It all begins with a sound, clang. It's the sound of money, but it's more than that. It's the sound of power, of status, of self-importance, echoing in the grand temple of Jerusalem. The air is thick with the scent of incense and pride. The city's elite, dressed in their finest, are making a grand spectacle of their piety, pouring bags of gold and silver into the offering chests. Clang! Another wealthy merchant makes his offering, a sound that makes people turn their heads. Even Jesus' own disciples are captivated, watching in awe. It's a performance of devotion. But then, through the noise and the spectacle, Jesus sees something else. Someone else. You almost miss her. A poor widow, navigating the edge of the crowd, in a place celebrating abundance. Her worn-out clothes make her an outcast. In that society, being a widow often meant a life of extreme poverty and dependency, living on the margins. While others carry heavy bags, her entire net worth is hidden in the palm of one hand. She finally reaches the treasury, waiting for a moment when no one is looking. She opens her hand. Inside, Toletta, 2 tiny copper coins, the absolute smallest currency. Together, they're worth a fraction of a penny. It's nothing. A rounding error in the temple's accounts. She drops them in. Tink! The sound is so faint, it's instantly lost. No one else notices. No one else cares. She turns and melts back into the shadows she came from. A duty done. His disciples come over, buzzing. Teacher, did you see the size of those donations? They're focused on the clang of gold, the spectacle, the sound of human power. And then, Jesus stops them. He looks right past the wealthy donors. His gaze is fixed on the empty space the widow just left. Did you truly see? He asks. They look back, confused, pointing out the rich patrons still lingering nearby. No, Jesus says, his voice quiet but intense, cutting through the temple's noise. You were watching, but you weren't seeing. He looks directly at them. You missed the most important thing that happened here today. He points toward the treasury. Their eyes follow his gesture, but they see nothing of importance. Then he delivers the line that shatters every human metric of value. I tell you the truth, this poor widow has put in more than all of them combined. The disciples are stunned into silence. How? The math makes no sense. They just saw fortunes being given. Jesus explains. The wealthy, they gave from their abundance. Their offerings were just a percentage, a slice from a massive pie. It was a comfortable gift. It required no trust, no sacrifice. It cost them nothing of real value. But the widow, she didn't give from her surplus. She gave from her substance. Those 2 coins weren't her spare change. That was her food for the next day. That was everything she had to live on. In that moment, she placed her entire survival, her entire trust, not in money, but in God. The story began with a loud, arrogant clang of human wealth, but the sound that truly registered in eternity that day was the quiet, almost imperceptible tink-tink of total surrender. An act that looked like nothing on earth, but in the economy of heaven, was valued as everything. It's the ultimate proof that your impact is not measured by the size of your contribution, but by the depth of your sacrifice. It's a reminder that what looks small and insignificant in our hands can create a massive, eternal impact when given with a heart of complete trust. Her contribution wasn't a transaction, it was a testament. But this wasn't the end of her story. Thanks for watching, and watch out for the next episode. Subscribe and share.